This movie is ridiculous, and I mean that in the best way possible. Weapons is directed by Barbarian director Zach Cregger. It's set in a small Pennsylvania town, and one night at 2:17 a.m., 17 kids, all from the same third grade homeroom, mysteriously run out of their house and disappear into the night. The story follows a whole bunch of different characters who all get tied into these events in one way or another, but the two main characters are played by Julia Gardner, who's the teacher of the 17 missing kids, and Josh Brolin, who is the dad of one of the missing kids. And it tells its story in a really interesting way by following each one of these characters in a not exactly chronological method, kind of like the Game of Thrones books, how each chapter is a different POV character. I can't really say a whole lot more without getting into spoilers, but just know I really enjoyed the way the story was told. I found it very engaging. For reference, I like to check the time a lot during the movie, which I know is really annoying, but I check the time maybe once the entire film because I was totally locked in the whole movie. Weapons is also really funny, and if you've seen Barbarian, that should come as absolutely no surprise to you. I think a lot of the humor comes from just how real the characters feel. For example, some real weird, fucked up horror movie shit will happen, and Josh Brolin will react by saying, "What the fuck?" Very frustrated, just like how one of the audience members would react. And it's just really funny to see that played out on screen. Because of all the humor, I really recommend you see this in the most crowded, rowdiest theater you can find. I think it will add a lot to the experience. The amount of jokes also allows Cregger to build a lot more tension. There'll be these really tense moments, and you're not sure if he's going to diffuse the tension with a joke, or with a jump scare, or maybe with a joke followed by a jump scare. And it honestly really keeps the audience a lot more on edge. Now, the thing I enjoyed most about Weapons was the camera work. There was nary a moment where the camera was stationary. The camera is constantly panning, pushing, tilting, and tracking. A lot of the camera movements are conventional and will go unnoticed, but so much of it is so weird and out there, it adds so much discomfort and unease to the movie. Like, there's this one shot where the camera pans and then zooms and zooms and zooms, and you're just like, how big is the fucking zoom lens on this thing? And by the time the zooming has stopped, you're already kind of wigged out and uncomfortable, even though nothing's happened yet. Definitely go see this movie in a crowded, rowdy theater if you can. I cannot wait to see what Zach Cregger has in store for us next. If you already saw Weapons, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments, and also let me know if you'd like me to do a spoiler review as well.